Welcome back to the Meeple Marathon and our continued coverage through Shame Week. It is Friday evening, and I am just now getting to my first game, which is fine. I have come to terms with the fact that I set this expectation on myself to play through all of my shame pile in a week, but at the end of the day, if I don't get to it, it's not the end of the world. So this is going to be the only game we get to today. This is Aeon's and Outcasts, which I really don't know why it has been sitting on my shelf still in the shrink until I tore it open shortly before this and did an unboxing video. Aeon's End is a great game. It's a great deck builder. It's got two unique aspects that make it stand out from other deck builders, and the one that most people talk about is the fact that you don't shuffle your deck. So how you discard your cards makes a huge difference in the order that they're going to come back up. Basically, when you run out of your deck, you take your discard pile and you just flip it over. So the order in which you buy cards and when you buy cards, all of that has strategic choices. And the other thing, which is not nearly as unique necessarily, but people do talk about it, is the turn order deck. So each character here, since I'm playing a 2-character game versus the Nemesis, gets 2 goes per round, essentially. But I have no idea, because these, you can see here, and I'll shuffle these up again, but each one of us has a card. This is my first player, second player, and then the Nemesis. And you shuffle these up between each round. And so the Nemesis could get the very first 2 turns, or my 2 mages could go 4 times in a row, essentially, but then the Nemesis gets to close out the round. So, that again is unique. Normally it is I go, you go, bad guys go, or it's always, in like Marvel Legendary, technically the bad guys always kind of have a turn, or they're always there, whatever it may be. But the Nemesis definitely in this game fights back, activates lots of cards. So anyways, Outcast is a continuation of a new age where they have a campaign style game to it. So there's a lot of envelopes in the box and a lot of decks of cards that says stop, do not open this yet. And when I played through a new age, I had a lot of fun with it, but I also felt like when I got to the end of it, I was like, you know what, I don't know if I'm ever going to go back and play through this again. And I had the opportunity to sell it, so I took that opportunity to cull it from my deck, and then picked up Outcasts when it was on sale. I chose not to do the Kickstarter, and I feel like this is going to be a keeper until I have played through all of the scenarios in the campaign, and then we'll see. I have other deck builders that I probably rate a little higher, and so I'm not sure whether or not this one will stay in my collection. But without further ado, we're just going to play through a game of this real quick, and then I'll come back and give you guys my thoughts to close out day 5 of Shame Week. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We were successful in our opening match of Aeons and Outcasts. This really is, nothing's like blowing me out of the water, but again, it is, standards Aeon's End. There's a lot of comboing back and forth with these entwined amethyst cards and these, true light energy cards, where you're essentially comboing off of each other, gaining charges kind of for free, being able to boost people's powers. I do like the curses, because they give you a choice. They either gum up your hand, or you know, it's just going to be a consistent one, or the manacles one was cool because you basically didn't want to use it. So yeah, I mean, this was, you know, just a new way to do it. Nothing was too difficult about this one, but again, this was the introductory scenario. So, you know, I'm very satisfied with Aeons and Outcasts, and like I said, I'm sure I will play through the entire campaign, and then we'll decide as to whether or not this one is, you know, worth keeping in the collection, or whether I feel like, yeah, I've got enough deck builders, I've got my money's worth out of this one, I'm going to pass it along. But otherwise, that's going to do it again for another slow day for us. So that's kind of 2 days in a row here that we've only gotten to one game. But again, I'm playing through my pile of shame, and so there's nothing to be ashamed about that. No pun intended. If you've been enjoying these videos, please consider giving them a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more content, including, you know, playthroughs of a lot of these games that we have seen, I'm going to be slowly posting them to the channel as I get time to get to them. Please consider subscribing to the channel. Once again, thanks for watching. Have a great day.